welcome back to episode 3 of Senran Kagura Estival Versis. Guided back you have been by the shining beacon of Imu's forehead.
Why'd you go all Yoda all of a sudden? Guided back you have been.
I wasn't trying to. Why you gotta make fun?
Because it's there.
Alright, so we're continuing exactly from where we left off. With the gag about... Your forehead's reflecting the light, not causing it.
Shiny forehead, come on. Okay, so this is how they get drawn through the portal.
Yep, every single group of girls gets drawn into the pocket dimension to play this game of battle.
Which is why we don't have to worry about the consequences of, like, having ninja battles out where anybody could see them.
Exactly. Like, there's no repercussions here. Just a bunch of women cutting off each other's clothes in a pocket dimension that looks like a beach.
Yep. This is basically, like, the setup for every crossover game ever. Well, minus the cutting off each other's clothes. Can you imagine that in something like Jump Victory All-Stars or something? Or Super Smash Brothers?
Or Project X Zone.
Well, that game had its own weird stuff about it. I love those games, but it had some weird things going on.
Incoming contacts! You're right! Someone's coming this way! It's Old Man McGucket!
No. We are not making that into a running gag.
Look at you, pretty young thing, showing off your midriffs like that. Somebody needs a spanking.
Note to self, censor everything, Midori says.
Old Man McGucket, you're being pretty lewd right now. I'm just joking. Now, about that underwear inspection.
Where did I go wrong? What did I do to deserve this?
What did you do to deserve me?
I ask myself that question every night.
I'm sure you do.
And then I cry.
Romantic. You cry with joy.
Guided by... Okay, now I know they're not taking themselves seriously at all.
Guided by the forehead. That's the name of this level. We are playing as Miyabi. She fights with a katana. She is the daughter of Sephiroth.
Wait, really?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, is there actually a character named Sephiroth in this game?
I thought they actually believed me for a second, like, so that's what happened to her? Okay.
I was going to say, this is getting very fanficky all of a sudden.
This is important. I need to read this real fast.
Okay, you go ahead and read it while I keep talking. Hi, everybody. Are you enjoying this as much as I am? Which is to say, kind of. Yeah. So, what are you guys doing today?
Really, love?
You cooking up something special? Anybody out there have a birthday coming up? You like looking at half-naked anime girls? Oh, thank God. You can talk again. Please talk again. It's lonely over here. And I'm not good at this on my own. Midori, help!
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do the thing.
If you're gonna do the... We're doing a Let's Play.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Fusion aerial rave. It's the thing that it wants me to do right now, sweetie.
That's not a rave at all. There's no club mix. Like... Everybody always goes for Sandstorm for that.
I actually loved Sandstorm before it was a meme.
Wow. How very hipster of you.
It was my first experience with
I liked that song before it was
my
cool.
first techno. It was baby's first techno.
I was actually expecting you to say, no, I prefer Eiffel 65. Because here's a secret, folks. Midori actually unironically likes that band.
I do!
Yeah, there
What
we...
is wrong with liking Eiffel 65? 65?
Nothing. I'm just saying to the nice audience a fact that they might not know about you.
Lots of Europeans like Eiffel 65.
Midori, you're American.
I am aware.
So why do you bring up that lots of Europeans like it?
Because they do. What's your point?
This is getting us nowhere fast. So anyway, what all is happening in this? Is it just more beating up grunts and learning the controls at this point?
Yes, like I said, the entire prologue is a tutorial session.
Mm-hmm.
It's teaching... Oh, God, I hate this one. I hate this move. This is such a stupid move, and this is the only place that I ever use it where it demands that I use it.
What, entering frantic mode?
Yes, frantic mode. Frantic mode is this weird mode where your clothes explode, leaving you in just your underwear, which, as I said before, your HP is determined by your amount of clothing. So you become very fragile in this mode, but you become really strong.
Okay, so you become a glass cannon, fair enough.
Yes, and you can't change back.
Oh, well, that's less nice.
Yeah, you can't change back, you can't change into your Shinobi transformation mode, you in frantic mode, you're all in.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid. So, a couple different ways that we can enter frantic mode, but I'm gonna wait until I get close to these this crowd of women that are stuck in the pool. Hi, girls!
Okay.
Oh, right, it wants me to do this. It wants me to stroke the touchpad.
Does it actually use stroke as the term there?
Probably. I remember it saying something about use 2 fingers. Meh, meh, meh.
It doesn't... Oh, I see. Okay. So, I was going to comment, it doesn't look like it hurt your hit points too badly, but yeah, it looks like you're taking a lot more damage now.
Luckily, I can still use super moves.
Well, yeah, if they took away that, I wouldn't, I would say that they are being incredibly punishing. But yeah, I can actually see the application of a mode like this.
Where'd her body go? Oh, God!
That's some weird lighting, yes.
Oh, and your partner goes frantic mode as well.
Mm-hmm. Are there any punishments for your partner getting knocked out at all?
You have one less bit of assistance to deal with potentially strong opponents.
Okay, so it's not like in, or are there certain missions where you have to keep your partner alive?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They're just there to give you some backup, but some enemies, even with a partner, it's just really hard. I will admit there's some characters that when you're playing as them, it's like, okay, what was so great about this? But when you're battling against them, oh my God.
Man, the detailing on her collarbone looks really weird there. It almost looks like she's got 2 scars above her chest right there, doesn't it?
It almost looks like she can suck her head into her body like a turtle.
Ew! Oh, that's an unpleasant image, Midori.
Wait until you watch season 3 of My Hero Academia.
Well, I'm caught up in the manga, so I already have an idea of what you're talking about.
You forgot about the girl that can like implode on herself during the test.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you can see, they are in their swimsuits.
Though most people would just call it underwear.
I think they actually are swimsuits right here.
Uh-huh.
Like, maybe they're like swimsuit versions of their underwear. That's something weird that I guess I can mention. Every character has like multiple forms of the same underwear. Like, it's basically the same pattern, but on different styles of underwear. Like, their underwear actually changes when they transform.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Well, they've got to appeal to their target audience, I suppose.
Like, for example, one of my favorite characters in the game, she has like this like snakeskin underwear, and when she transforms, her bra becomes a couple of pasties. I
do kind of wonder if I'm being a little bit hypocritical in how hard I'm being on this, because I have stated that I do unironically enjoy, like, Monster Musume, though I have pointed out the flaws in that series as well.
Oh god, does that series have some flaws, especially with the latest stuff.
Yeah, Midori used to be a very big fan of it, but we've actually been keeping up on the manga together, and she's rapidly losing interest, let me just put it that way.
I've been rapidly losing interest ever since they went to that convention.
Really? Since the convention?
Yes, after what they did to poor Draco there. Like, they really just like being mean to Draco. She never did anything wrong.
She tried to kidnap and rape Mia.
She did not try to rape her.
She tried, at the very least, she tried to force herself on Mia while they were in the boat together.
Maybe, but hasn't she suffered enough for that? Like, she has genuinely tried to be a better person since then, and yet the series just keeps saying F you to her.
Now that I will agree with you, though she still has shown a lot of hatred toward the main character, at the very least.
Yeah, somewhat, but she isn't a bad person, at least not anymore. Okay, here we have Asuka. Asuka was my introduction to this series. Her and her group.
Mm-hmm.
God.
In the manga, you mean, right?
Yes, they are. This group is kind of like the main character group of the series. Katsuragi's stick is that she's a pervert. She likes to... Great timing on that cough. She likes to grope boobs. Like, that's her thing. Like, she's all about touching...
God, she's got the creeper hands down.
Oh,
like that little finger roll.
You will see that a lot from Katsuragi.
I'm curious, have you played any of the... Aside from the manga and this game, have you any other experience with the series as a whole?
I did watch some footage...
Oh, well, at least she asks, so that makes it okay.
I remember, like, becoming slightly interested in the games when I saw some footage from Bon Appetit. And then I saw some footage from this game, and I was like, okay, that actually looks kind of fun. Maybe I'll give it a try when it comes out in America.
Mm-hmm.
I managed to get the special edition and everything. I have a set of, like, collector's cards of the Evil Girl Academy characters.
Yeah. My first introduction to this was probably Gaijin Goomba's video where he talks about their nature as kunoichi, and he defended very heavily the fact that the fact that as kunoichi they're actually a little bit closer to their historical counterparts than most people would realize. Did you ever watch that video?
I did watch that video, and I also remember him having this weird beef with Hibari. I never understood that.
I see. I don't remember that, personally.
Yeah, like, when he talked about, like, certain characters that he actually, like, didn't like, or at least mentioned it, Hibari, right here, this girl was one of them. I don't understand why he didn't like her.
Those eyes are creepy as hell.
She is a very innocent character, and she is also the primary butt fan service that we get from this game.
Really?
Yes.
The one that looks super young?
Does she? Does she look super young?
The way that she's styled, she's obviously made to look younger than the other girls. Like, obviously not in the chest area, but the face, the way that her hair is done up, she's made to look young.
Maybe that's what his beef was with her, because he also had a beef with one other character that is... I would have trouble defending that character in any way, shape, or form. Because of how young she really looks.
Yeah. This is why I keep saying, when it comes to Splatoon 2, it's a good thing that Nintendo confirmed those ages.
Yeah. Hibari is, like I said, she's a very innocent character. But Yagyu here, the chick with the eye patch, she has a huge crush on her, so she is constantly shifting between wanting to defend Hibari and wanting to feel up Hibari.
Uh-huh. But unlike Little Miss Pervert, she actually manages to hold back, I hope, I pray.
Most of the time, yes.
Okay.
Oh, my wish has been granted! Thank you, boob goddess!
And that's another thing about the nature of fan service shows, is that because they sort of have to appeal to everyone, they have to throw in as many sort of fetishized characters. I don't know how else to portray them. Every single personality and stereotype is meant to appeal to a different person.
Accidentally clicked through that one.
Oh, that's fine. But what I'm getting at is, yeah, so you get a whole bunch of people together who don't appeal to you, and then you get one or two characters that do appeal to you just on a fetishistic level.
Yeah, like every single character in this game is meant to appeal to a specific niche.
Yeah, that's why we have, that's why there are stereotypes in anime like the lolly character, the tsundere, the yandere, the hikikomori.
I don't think we have a yandere in this game.
Thank God.
But yeah, chick with the red ascot here, Asuka, I don't know what her deal is other than I'm the main character, so she's kind of bland. Like, she doesn't really have a character, she just kind of leads the team.
Midori, the ascot, is her character.
Of course! That explains everything!
It worked for Fred and Scooby-Doo, it'll work here, too.
Ikaruga, I think that I hope that she was around before Katsuki in Kill la Kill, because she looks exactly like her, and her super form dresses exactly like her.
Really? That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
So yeah, like, I guess there's subtle differences between the characters.
Stop looking at me!
Sweetie, just imagine that they're flowers.
No!
Yes!
It's creepy. It's almost as creepy as in, like, Shimoneta with that chick who has the heart eyes.
Shimoneta.
Yeah, a world where dirty jokes don't exist.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
But, sweetie, I actually like that heart eye thing.
In some instances, you were railing against it when we first discussed that series.
I was railing against that character.
Yeah. And that included the hard eyes at first.
Yeah, but then they weirdly grew on me. I don't know why.
Neither do I, honestly. Like, I get her character, and, like, I like the arc that she goes through, but there are certain points in that series where she becomes much more disturbing than I can handle.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand her character in any way, shape, or form. She is a creepy bitch.
Yep. Well, again, they make it clear why she's creepy, which I appreciate, but that still doesn't make it any easier to stomach her at times.
How long is the episode?
We're at 1:11 right now, so we've been going. We can go for like actually, if we're between things right here, yeah, I'd pause here, and we'll stop the episode here. Again, you don't have to whisper when you're asking how long has the episode been going on.
I'm not the one keeping track, so I'm not sure if you're keeping track or if you're distracted by conversations like the Banjo-Kazooie playthrough.
I have my eye right on the timer. You don't have to worry.
Yes, and that's why you pay so much attention to the girls and their boob goddess.
Just stop the episode.
Okay. Come back soon, everybody!
Don't come back for the next episode. Dislike this video. Unsubscribe. No! Block us on YouTube and Twitter.
No!
Bye.